Today I'm here inside of Diablo Immortal with a brand new PvP wizard build. Now I just brought you a wizard build a few weeks ago that was a PvE one, amazing for farming, but today we're going to be focusing in on, as I mentioned, PvP. This build is coming out of the Revenant's Discord server. As we've said this before, the link is in the description of the video if you want to go check it out in more in-depth, talk about it, or even just check out what's going on inside of the server. Tons of information comes through there. What I want to do in today's video is share with you guys everything that is part of this build and just kind of show you why it does so well with examples like we're looking at right now. So let's pause the gameplay and move ourselves on over to the actual build itself and go through it piece by piece. Now we're going to be looking at both the primary and the secondary gear inside of this one so we can see how it goes. Notice the skills we're using are Teleport, Arcane Torrent, Lightning Nova, and Ice Armor. Some different skills than we normally see, and obviously the primary attack is Magic Missile. All right, so we're going to start off with the secondary gear, which is really just two sets. So we're looking at, first of all here, the Feasting Barons pack. This is increasing the duration of your abilities that cause loss of control by 30%. That's the 2-piece. Setting up the 4-piece set increases damage done for all sources by 20% to enemies that are under loss of control. So remember, you need to have a 4-piece set of the Feasting Barons so that you can unlock all of those extra set properties. But there is another set that's being used in here, and notice he's going to take us through all of the different pieces that are Feasting Baron. It does not matter which piece you use for what, as long as you unlock the skills and the actual the attributes, I should say. So here we go with the second one. This is the Vithu's Urges. I use Vithu on my Barbarian. It seems to be part of every single class, and it's always going to be a 2-piece set, as it is right here. Increases the duration of all your beneficial effects on your party members or you by 30%. Now this is great because all of your abilities and things that have to do with beneficial effects, the skills that you're working with, they're going to have extended duration, which is really, really nice. But now let's get into some of the primary gear and look at the gems that he's using as well. All right, notice he's using a 4-star Phoenix Ashes that's ranked up to level 6. We could figure out what Phoenix Ashes does at another time. That's not important. What is important here, though, is the essence, and that's going to be for Teleport. Teleport now causes you to become invisible and leave behind a mirror image. Teleport cooldown reduced by 3.6%. Now, there's something that you're going to see with this build that's very much of a trend, as we'll get to in just a moment. Moving on, next we have the chest piece. You see he has a 4-star, rank 5, Blood-Soaked Jade inside of this one of my favorite gems inside of the game, as it is for many. And right here, Arcane Nova. Lightning Nova now hurls balls of immobilizing arcane energy. Lightning Nova damage is increased by 18%. So Lightning Nova is no longer going to have that burst that it has had in the past. It has changed. Moving on to the shoulders, a 3-star, Chip of Stoned Flesh, up to rank level 5. And remember, the gems that you utilize can be switched out here and there. Obviously, the gems do help out with the build, but when you figure out what gems do what, if you want a 1 or 2-star rendition of these 5-star gems because you don't have them, you can do that as well. Now, the essence here, Teleport, now causes you to gain a shield that absorbs 17,000 plus damage. The shield effect is increased by 54% additionally. Moving on, we're going to go over to the pants. And in this one, a 4-star Bottled Hope ranked up to level 6, a gem that I'm still trying to get and rank up myself. And here, Arcane Torrent also fires tracking missiles that seek out enemies, dealing almost 8,000 damage. Damage increased by 90% as well. So really, tons of damage is being thrown by this wizard. And as we spoke of before, it was getting that shield as well. Now we're going with a 4-star Concentrated Will, which is ranked up to rank 4. And the essence that we're going to be utilizing for this one, Chaotic Companion. Arcane Torrent now creates a chaotic orb that moves with you and fires arcane missiles at random nearby enemies. Arcane Torrent's damage is increased by 18%. I think you're starting to see here that there's just a lot of stuff flying off of your wizard. As you move your wizard, you don't have to focus as much on the attacking of your primary because you have all of your skill damages literally just going insane. He's using a 4-star Seeping Bile ranked up to rank 5, my second favorite gem inside of the game. Magic Missile fires 2 additional missiles, each dealing 3,000 damage, and the damage is increased by 90%. Again, more damaging attack just from skills and essences flying out of your wizard. Coming in on the second primary weapon because of the stances. Remember, if you have not gotten to Paragon level 800, you have not yet unlocked stances, and you'll only have the top 6. These bottom 2 are when you unlock your stance. He's rocking a 4-star Frozen Heart ranked up to rank 4 inside of this secondary piece. And magic missile damage increased by 38%, so his primary attack is going to be more damaging as well. Pretty simple one right there. And in the final piece of gear, the secondary weapon on the stance, he's going with a 4-star, rank 4 Starfire Shard, one of the newer gems inside of the game. And the legendary essence that he's utilizing right here, Ice Armor, now also grants damage absorption to your nearby allies. And the cooldown, probably more importantly, is reduced by 7.2%. But what we should do right now is kind of watch as this is all in action. We spoke of all of the things that were just kind of flying out of your wizard. You move around, you have missiles going crazy, you have Arcane Torrent going insane, you do have the shielding from Ice Armor as well. So when we're watching a little bit of Battlegrounds right here, we could see it in action. Again, this is a PvP build as well, and well, it's one that has been working really well for our boy Cash over here. Again, if you want to speak to him specifically, come on over to the Revenant's Discord, which is linked down below. Additionally to that, now check it out. Did you see how that Ice Armor just worked? He did get taken down afterward, but really not bad. Let's actually fast forward a little bit here, get back into some action. We don't want to have to see the running, and we'll see how he does. But when you look at the wizard, it's just things are coming out of, for lack of better words, every orifice of this wizard. It's all over the place. Additionally, guys, as I was mentioning, I've been putting out builds for all the different classes in Diablo Immortal. I am playing as a Barbarian, which is my primary class. So I rely on the community where I get in touch with and meet people that put together really solid builds that we could share here on the channel as we get through a couple of these deaths. Probably the worst timing. It's fine though. So if you guys have a build and you're of Paragon level of the server, so right now that's 890, I believe it is. If you're 890 or higher, or whenever you watch this video, if you're at Paragon or higher, I would assume that you have a good understanding of the game and your build that you put together. So if you have a really solid build, you can always hit me up on Discord, or you can hit me up in the comments. Let me know you have a build you want me to check out. Send me a few screenshots, and then if I like it, we can feature it here on the channel. I love featuring community builds because it brings in things that I don't typically have. I'm not going to be playing as a wizard for a long time. So I want to still be able to bring all of you that play as a wizard inside of Diablo Immortal builds that you could utilize. And these are always changing as we get updates and new essences come. Things change. I mean, we even got a new skill at one point during this past year as well. So as we get to a little bit more gameplay towards the end right here, we will close out the video, and I will say I appreciate you guys coming through. Hope you guys enjoy the wizard build that we shared today. And if you did, let me know in the comment section below, but make sure you try it out before you either say you like it, before you say you don't. And I'll see you guys over in the Revenant's Discord server. Make sure you tag me when you get there and say what's up.